Hey ladies and gents, it's Liam here again from Tentworld up in Townsville, here to take you around the Winnerwell high set camping table. This one's a little bit different to most of the other camping tables we have in stock here, as this one is completely made of stainless steel, which means it's going to be nice and robust, perfect for cooking with any of your gas cooktops on top of this one. It's never going to burn through. And this one is going to last a lot longer than some of your standard just wooden particle board camping tables. All right, so I've got this one in the box now. Now let's open this one up and see what's inside. Together, if we flip this over, and off they come. A couple of pieces of styrofoam, just throw those ones away. First thing you'll pull off here now is the freestanding bottom shelf. It's got a couple of little hooks just to keep it all there. And the two legs will hold this bottom shelf up. We'll leave that for when we're all assembled. Next thing you'll pull out is the middle shelf here. So we'll chuck that one to the side as well. We've also got this handy black carry bag, which holds our 4 legs in here. If you ever run into any trouble, there is a full instruction manual inside the box as well. The last thing you'll find before your top plate is the draw pins. Now these ones hold up your second shelf at whatever level you need to. We'll put these off to the side for when we need them. And we're going to slide this top plate out of the plastic. Now that it's out of the plastic, we'll throw our 4 legs in. So on the top of the legs here, you'll notice a few indentations around the end. Now these ones are going to follow the thread in the tabletop so that your legs screw in nice and securely. Feel that go tight, and repeat that with your next 3 legs. Now we'll just flip this one over onto the legs so we can add our shelves in. All right, now that we've got the 4 legs on nice and securely, our table's upright, the next step is to put the higher shelf in. All right, so I found the easiest way to put this top shelf on is to lay the grate down on the floor, pick the table up, place it over the top, and then slide that shelf up and put your pins in to secure it afterwards. Now I'll take you through this now. So we'll lay it down just next to the table like this. Now, grab this one, pick him up and slide it into the 4 corners of the shelf here. So the next step, with the pins that were provided in the box earlier, we're going to lift this shelf up, secure our pins. Now you've got 5 different spots you can hang this shelf. Usually you're only going to use the top 4, as your bottom floating shelf's going to sit around that bottom marker anyway. So I'll go up to the second from the highest today to give you a bit of a demo. Now let's have a look. Now we'll bring this one up, and while still holding it with one hand, might be a little bit easier with a friend or a partner, we'll slide these pins through. We'll repeat that process for the other 3 legs. I usually like to go diagonally for the second one, just so it holds that shelf up a little bit nicer, so I can do the other 2 by myself. So now that I've got 2 diagonally across from each other secured in, I'm going to add the other 2 and really level this shelf out. Now that I've got that top shelf on here, all we're going to do is slide this in between the legs, and it's going to sit up all by itself with its legs. So we're going to slide this one through, spin it around a little bit, and there we are. We're all assembled, ready to cook, eat dinner, hold your beers on, whatever you're really going to use this one for. You've got heaps of storage underneath. You can leave some food just a little bit off the ground if it does need to be refrigerated, a couple of bread rolls, something like that. You put some pans, gets them off the ground, gets them away from the critters at night. All right, now that it's all set up and we're admiring the robust structure of this full stainless steel table, let's show you how to pack it up. We're just going to do the same steps I showed you before in reverse. So first things first, we're going to pop out that bottom floating shelf that's on its own legs, slide it off to the side, ready for the rest of it. Now let's have a look. First bit, we're going to rip out the shelf, lifting up one side, folding the legs in, spin it through, and it'll slide straight out. So there's a couple of different options for the next step here. One option, you can just hold the shelf up with one hand, undo your 4 pins and slide it to the bottom, or you can flip the table up on its lid and do it like that. Make it a little bit easier, but bear in mind, if you're on a bit of gravel, bit of rough surface, this is a stainless steel top, might scratch it up a little bit. So today, I'm just going to show you with one hand holding underneath, popping off these 4 pins. Now that the shelf's down to the ground, the next step's super easy. All we got to do, 2 hands under here, lift that table straight off and out of the way. We can pull our shelf, slide it off, ready for when everything's done and we can pack everything away. So the next step in pack up is unscrewing your 4 legs. Now how I'm going to do this one, I'm just going to tip the table on the side just to avoid any scratch marks along the top of this table here. So the same as we put them on here, all you got to do, give them a quick spin. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and each of your 4 legs will slide out. Now repeat this process 3 more times. All right, so now that we've got everything packed up and separated, we just got to put it all together, secure it all, we're ready to chuck it in the back of the car and head off to our next spot. So an easy way that I found to pack this up With your 2 straps from earlier before, we're going to use these ones again. And what we're going to do, we're going to lay them out flat on the ground, pack everything else up on top of it. We'll lay these on top of the straps here. Now how are we going to put this down? We're going to put this down legs up. And then our bag of poles will just sit straight over in the middle here. Last but not least, our tabletop is straight down on the top here. And we are all packed up, ready to go. If you're a little bit mindful of your stuff, this, like I said before, this is a stainless steel table. It does tend to get a little bit scratched, especially in trams in the back of the car. This one pairs perfectly with another product we've got in stock, which is the Austrail medium furniture bag. So it's a full canvas bag. It's gonna keep your table away from just getting those nasty dings and scratches on it while you're in transit. Now these ones are available in all of our stores nationwide and in our online warehouse. So come down and see us for some more information, or if you've seen enough, jump to tentworld.com.au and grab yours today. And as always, please remember, happy camping.